Yankees versus Astros, full game recap, August 8th, 2025. A warm Friday night in the Bronx as the New York Yankees welcomed the Houston Astros for Game 2 of their three-game weekend set. This wasn't just another regular season matchup. These two clubs have a history. Playoff battles, heated series, and plenty of bad blood from past years. The Yankees came in looking to even the series after dropping the opener the night before, while the Astros were riding momentum, having won 7 of their last 9. For New York, every game is magnified as they chase the Baltimore Orioles at the top of the AL East. Houston, meanwhile, is locked in a tight race of their own in the AL West. The Yankees struck first in the bottom of the second inning. Giancarlo Stanton drew a walk, and Anthony Rizzo wasted no time lacing a single into right field. Stanton mowed it around third to score, giving the Yankees a quick 1-0 lead and sending the Bronx crowd into an early roar. In the top of the third, Houston answered. After a leadoff single, Alex Bregman stepped to the plate and crushed a 2-run homer into the left field seats. Just like that, the Astros were on top 2-1, quieting the Yankee faithful. New York tied it again in the 5th inning. Gleyber Torres doubled to right center, moved to third on a ground out, and then came home on a deep sacrifice fly from Aaron Judge. The game was knotted at 2, and the momentum felt like it was swinging back in the Yankees' favor, but the Astros had other plans. In the 6th, with 2 runners on, Yordan Alvarez ripped a rocket down the right field line. Both runners came around to score, and Houston reclaimed the lead 4-2. The hit came on a 2-strike count with 2 outs, a dagger in what had been a strong outing for Carlos Rodon up to that point. In the 8th, Juan Soto breathed life back into the Yankees' dugout. He launched a solo home run into the second deck in right field, cutting the Astros' lead to just 1. The stadium erupted, sensing a late-game comeback, but Houston added an insurance run in the top of the 9th when Kyle Tucker lined an RBI single to center, making it 5-3. The Yankees went quietly in the bottom half, and that was the ball game. For Houston, Alex Bregman's early home run set the tone. He finished the night 2 for 4 with 3 runs batted in. Yordan Alvarez came up with the game's biggest hit, that 2-run double in the 6th, and also drew a walk to keep pressure on the Yankees' pitching staff. On the Yankees side, Juan Soto continues to be a force in the lineup. He went 3 for 4 with a homer and 2 RBIs, raising his batting average to .309 on the season. Aaron Judge chipped in with an RBI and reached base twice, but the rest of the offense struggled. The Yankees left 8 men on base and went just 1 for 7, with runners in scoring position. The turning point came in the top of the 6th inning. With 2 outs and a 1-2 count, Carlos Rodon tried to sneak a fastball past Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez didn't miss. The ball screamed down the right field line, scoring both runners and flipping the momentum in Houston's favor for good. With the loss, the Yankees dropped to 69-47, remaining 2 games behind Baltimore in the AL East standings. Houston improves to 68-48, keeping pace with the Seattle Mariners atop the AL West. This loss continues a frustrating trend for New York against Houston. The Yankees have now lost 4 consecutive series to the Astros, dating back to last season. Juan Soto's 29th home run keeps him just 1 behind Aaron Judge for the team lead. The series wraps up tomorrow afternoon at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees will send left-hander Nestor Cortes to the mound, looking to prevent a sweep. Cortes is coming off a strong outing, allowing just 1 run over 6 innings in his last start. Houston will counter with Christian Javier, who's been sharp over his last 3 outings. First pitch is scheduled for 1:05 p.m. Eastern, and the Yankees will be desperate to grab a win before heading out on a tough West Coast road trip that includes series against both the Mariners and Dodgers. Final score once again from the Bronx: Astros 5, Yankees 3. Houston takes the first two games of the series, and the Yankees will try to salvage the finale tomorrow. For full coverage and recaps of every Yankees game this season, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a beat. August 8th, 2025 was another exciting night across Major League Baseball, with playoff races heating up, stars stepping into the spotlight, and several games going right down to the wire. Let's take a look at the action from around the league. In St. Louis, the Cardinals took control early and never looked back, shutting out the Chicago Cubs 5-0. The Cardinals starter was sharp from the beginning, pounding the strike zone and keeping Chicago's hitters off balance all night. St. Louis capitalized offensively with timely hits and aggressive base running, forcing the Cubs to play from behind. The victory keeps the Cardinals within striking distance in the NL Central and gives them a much-needed series win against a division rival. At Tropicana Field, the Seattle Mariners staged a late-game rally to defeat the Tampa Bay Rays 3-2. The big moment came in the top of the 8th inning, when Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh stepped into the box with 2 runners on and crushed his 43rd home run of the season, a towering blast deep into right field. That swing turned a 1-run deficit into a 1-run lead, and the Mariners bullpen locked it down the rest of the way. With this win, Seattle continues to push for the top spot in the AL West, while Tampa Bay's loss puts more pressure on them in the wild card race. The Mariners also had another big win to celebrate, a walk-off thriller against the Chicago White Sox. In the bottom of the 11th inning, Dominic Canzone came through with a sharp single into right field, scoring the winning run and capping off a game that saw Seattle battle back multiple times. Randy Arozarena had kept Tampa Bay in it earlier with a clutch 2-run homer, but it wasn't enough to hold off the Mariners' persistence. Out in Arizona, the Diamondbacks took care of business against the Colorado Rockies, winning 6-1. Arizona jumped out to an early lead thanks to a mix of small ball and timely extra base hits. Their pitching staff held Colorado's offense in check, allowing just 1 run all night. The win is a boost for Arizona as they try to keep pace in the crowded NL wildcard race, while Colorado continues to struggle, tallying their 85th loss of the season. In Atlanta, the Braves overcame an early deficit to beat the Miami Marlins 8-6. Rookie catcher Drake Baldwin had a night to remember, belting 2 home runs and driving in 5 runs. His second homer came in the 7th inning, flipping the scoreboard in Atlanta's favor. Ronald Acuna Jr. added 3 hits, swiped 2 bases, and scored twice, giving the Braves an extra spark at the top of the lineup. The win keeps Atlanta within striking distance of the Philadelphia Phillies in the NL East. Speaking of Philadelphia, the Phillies took care of business at home with a 3-0 shutout over the Miami Marlins. Aaron Nola was in complete command from the first pitch, tossing 8 scoreless innings while striking out 10 batters and allowing just 3 hits. Bryce Harper provided the offense with a solo home run in the 6th inning, and the bullpen sealed the deal in the 9th. The win helps Philadelphia maintain their division lead while keeping momentum on their side. In Milwaukee, the Brewers edged the New York Mets 3-2 in a tense, low-scoring contest. The key moment came in the 9th inning when the Mets tried to rally and tie the game. Starling Marte rounded third on a base hit to center, but a perfect relay from Blake Perkins to catcher William Contreras cut him down at the plate, ending the game in dramatic fashion. That play keeps Milwaukee's playoff hopes alive while dealing the Mets another tough loss in what's been a frustrating season. The Pittsburgh Pirates got a dominant performance from young ace Paul Skeens in their 7-0 shutout victory over the Cincinnati Reds. Skeens was nearly untouchable, going deep into the game without allowing a run and racking up strikeouts along the way. Brian Reynolds added a two-run homer to help power the offense. The win is a bright spot for Pittsburgh as they continue to develop their young core. In Arlington, the Texas Rangers flexed their muscle with a 7-2 win over the Oakland Athletics. Corey Seager led the way with 2 home runs, while Marcus Semien added another long ball. Texas's offense erupted from multiple big innings, and their pitching staff kept Oakland's bats in check. The victory is another step forward for the Rangers as they chase a playoff berth in the competitive AL wildcard race. The San Diego Padres got a huge boost from Yu Darvish in their 4-0 shutout of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Darvish struck out 9 over 7 scoreless innings, and Fernando Tatis Jr. gave the offense a lift with a 2-run homer. The Padres are hoping to use wins like this to close the gap in the NL wildcard standings. Finally, in Seattle, Julio Rodriguez had himself a night, going 4 for 5 with 3 RBIs as the Mariners beat the Chicago White Sox 6-1.